Hello everyone. Good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and revise a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise. Okay. Now, in today's class we take and revise a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise, which is what? Lines and angles. Okay, dear students. So, first of all, we clear the concept of line, angle. Then we discuss about the chapter line and angles. And in that chapter, there are so important. There are so many important topics included in that chapter. Suppose that first of all, we discuss about what is the concept of lines. Dear students, lines is a if any line segment. Suppose that here, let's see, AB. AB is our line segments. If, dear students, any line segments stands in both the direction in this way. If we apply the arrow sign in this way, if any line segment expands in both the directions, okay, if any line segment expands in both the direction, then it is said to be a line, and any line is defined by in this way. Okay, if any line segment extend in only one direction, suppose that here CD is a line segment and extend in only one direction, then it is said to be ray, and it is denoted by in this way. So this is the concept of ray and line segment, which is very important for you and your chapters, lines and angles. Okay, now we are going to discuss about angles. Let's see. What is the concept of angles, dear students? Let's see here. Suppose that here we take OA is a ray. Suppose that here we draw a ray OA, and suppose that we rotate that ray in anti-clockwise direction, and suppose that its final position becomes what? OB. Suppose that. So this is the rotation. We rotate the ray OA in anti-clockwise direction and reaches at the final position of that ray is what? OB. Then, dear student, the angular displacement made by that ray OA is known as what? Angle. So here this is our angle AOB. So this is the concept of angles. Okay, dear students. So this is the very important concept related to that chapter. Now we are going to discuss some important concept. There are so many other types of angles, okay, included in that chapter. So first of all, we discuss about what is the concept of adjacent angles. Let's see. Now, dear student, we are going to discuss about the adjacent angles. Let's see. What is the concept of adjacent angles? Dear students, what is the concept of adjacent angles? Two angles, let's see here. Two angles are said to be adjacent if, first point, dear students, two angles are said to be adjacent if, first point, they have the same vertex, or you can say that common vertex. Okay, they have the same vertex. Second one is what? They have the common arms. Okay, they have the same vertex. Second one, they have the common arm, and third one is what, different? Their non-common arms. Their non-common, they have the common arms, and third one is their non-common arms are opposite, are either side of the common arm. Okay, dear friends. So this is the three necessary condition for adjacent angles. What is the condition of adjacent angles? Two angles are said to be adjacent if, first point is what? they have the same vertex, or we can say that they have the common vertex. Second one, they have the common arm, okay. And third one, their non-common arms are opposite side of the common arm. So this is the concept of what, dear students? Adjacent angle. So this is one of the most important thing of that, okay. So their non-common arms are either side of the common arm. Now we clear the concept of adjacent angles by the help of figures. Let's see. Suppose that, dear students, we draw array OA, okay. We draw array OA and a second ray is OB, and we third ray draw as OC, okay. Now let's see here, the angle form AOC and angle BOC both are what? Congruent, both are adjacent to each other. Here, dear students, here angle AOC and angle BOC. Dear students, here angle AOC, okay, and angle BOC are said to be what? Adjacent angles. Are adjacent angles. Okay, dear students, here angle AOC and angle BOC are what? Adjacent angles, okay. And so in this way, dear students, for adjacent angles, why angle AOC and angle BOC are said to be adjacent? Because of, their student, they have the same vertex O, means the angle AOC and angle BOC have the same vertex O, okay. And also they have the common arms. In both the triangle, OC is the common arm, so that angles have the what? Common arms. And third one is what? Their non-common arms. Their non-common arms is what? OA and OB. Their non-common arms are either side of the common arm. So this is the, dear student, this is the concept of what? Adjacent angle. So this is the very important concept for you. So please learn and practice all the important topics related to, all the important point related to adjacent angles. Now, dear students, we are going to discuss the next topic of that chapter, which is what? Linear pair. What is the concept of linear pairs? Let's see. Now we are going to discuss about concept of linear pairs, okay. Dear students, two adjacent angles. So let's see what is the concept of linear pair. Let's see. Two adjacent angles. Two adjacent angles are said to be linear pair. Okay, two adjacent angles are said to be linear pair if first point, they have the common vertex, okay. They have the common vertex, okay, dear students. Second one, they have the common arm, okay. They have the what? Common arms. And last one is very important for that. Their non-common arms are opposite ray. Are what? Opposite ray. Okay, listeners. So these are the three important conditions of a linear pair. So let's see. Two adjacent angles are said to be linear pair. In which condition, dear students? They have the common vertex O, they have the common arms, and their non-common arms are opposite rays. Now we clear the concept of linear pair by the help of figures. Let's see. Suppose that we draw two ray OA and OB, and a third ray stand on it. Suppose that, let's see. Here angle AOC and angle BOC are what? are the pair of linear pairs because of they have the common vertex, so they have the common arm OC, and their non-common arms OA and OC are in opposite rays, so they form a straight line. Here AOB is a straight line direction. The sum of, so for linear pair, the sum of the angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180. So the pair of adjacent linear pairs are supplementary to each other. So this is the concept of linear pair. Now dear student, in this way we clear the concept of adjacent angles as well as what, linear pairs. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the next topic of that chapter, which is vertically opposite angles. Let's see dear students, what is the concept of vertically opposite angles. Now we are going to discuss about the vertically opposite angles. Okay, what is the concept of vertically opposite angle? This is also very important topic of that chapter. Let's see dear students, suppose that two lines AB and CD are intersect each other at point O. Okay, then the pair of angle BOC and AOD, angle AOD, okay, and angle AOC and pair of angle BOD, okay, that angle are formed the what, vertically opposite angles. So here if two lines are intersect each other at point O, then the vertically opposite angles are formed angle BOC and pairs of. So in this way, when two lines are intersect each other at some point, then there are two pairs of vertically opposite angles. One pair is what, angle AOD and angle BOC, other is what, angle BOD and angle CAOC. So these are the pair of what, vertically opposite angles. And one of the most important relationship or result related to vertically opposite angles is what, ki the vertically opposite angles are equal to each other. It means that dear friends, angle BOC is equal to angle AOD as well as angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. So dear friends, this is one of the most important relationship between what, vertically opposite angles. So in this way we can say that there are two pairs of vertically opposite angles when two lines are intersect each other at any point, and these are also equal to each other. So this is the concept of vertically opposite angles. Okay dear students, now dear students, we are going to discuss about the next topic of that chapter is what, angle made by the transversal. Let's see. Now before that we are going to discuss about the concept of complementary and supplementary angles. Let's see, we discuss about complementary and supplementary angles. Okay, what is the concept of complementary and supplementary angle? Dear students, you know that very well. What is the concept of supplementary and complementary angles? Ki two angles are said to be complementary to each other if their sum of measure is what, 90 degree. So for complementary angles, their sum of measure, suppose two angles A and B, then their sum of measure is 90 degree, then they are said to be what, complementary to each other. And for supplementary angles, there should if two angles over P and Q are said, two angles P and Q are said to be supplementary to each other if their sum of measure is 180 degree. Since that if angle P plus angle Q is equal to what, 180 degree, then it is said to be supplementary to each other. In this way, these are the concept of complementary and supplementary angles. So there are two angles are said to be complementary to each other if their sum of measure is what, 90 degree. Two angles are said to be supplementary to each other if their sum of measures is what, 180 degree. Now we take one questions based on that topic. Let's see. We take a very important question of your NCERT exercise, which is what? Find the angle which is equal to its supplement. This is one of the most important question of your NCERT exercise. Now let's see its solution. What is the concept of that? Now let's see. Here, first of all, let the angle be x. Let the angle be x. Okay. Then its supplement will be what? 180 minus x. Okay. Because of, if we take one angle bx, then its supplement will be what? 180 minus x. Na? So we take, let the angle bx, then its supplement will be what? 180 minus x. Okay. Now, according to statement. Now, according to questions, we get, what will we get? Find the angle. So first of all, we take the angle bx, which is equal to its supplement. Its supplement is what? 180 minus x. Now we simplify them. We get what? X minus term to that side plus x is equal to 180. So we get what? 2x is equal to 180. That is, the value of x is what? 180 upon 2. 2 9 is a 0. Thus the value of x is what? 90 degree. Thus, dear students, the required angle will be what? 90 degree, which is equal to its supplement. This is our required solution of the given question. Okay, dear students. So this is one of the most important question of your NCERT exercise. So dear student, thus in this way, dear student, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the topic supplementary and complementary angles. Now we are going to discuss next topic of your chapter, which is what? Which is, dear students, angle made by the transversal. This is one of the most important topic of your syllabus. Let's see. We discuss about the next topic, what? Angle made by transversal. Angle made by transversal. Dear friends, what is, first of all, we discuss about what is the concept of transversal. So the concept of transversal is that, suppose that if we draw two parallel lines, L and M. Okay. Dear friends, first of all, if we draw two parallel lines L and M, and a third line intersect both the lines at two distinct points, and a third line, suppose that T, and a third line T, suppose that, and a third line T intersect both the lines L and M at two distinct points, suppose that P and Q respectively. Okay, then T is said to be the transversal. Then T is said to be what? Transversal. Okay, dear students, and there are so many types of angles made by the transversal. Like the angle made by the transversal is what? Corresponding angles. Second one is what? Alternate interior angle. Third one is what? Consecutive interior angles. Okay, these are three very important angles which are made by the transversal T. So let's we discuss all that angles one by one. Let's see. First of all, we discuss about the corresponding angles. So before that, suppose we make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here, dear student, if two parallel lines cut by the transversal T, in that condition, the pair of corresponding angles are, which are the pair of corresponding angles? The pair of corresponding angles are angle 1, 5, angle 1, angle 5, angle 2, angle 6, angle 2, angle 6, comma, angle 3, angle 7, and finally angle 4, angle 8. Angle 4, angle. These are the pairs of what? These are the pairs of what? Corresponding angles. Thus, dear students, in this way, if two parallel lines cuts by the transversal T, in that condition, the pair of corresponding angles are, the pairs of corresponding angles are what? Angle 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4 and 8. So what is the corresponding? The angle made by the transversal and the same side of it. So it is said to be the corresponding angles. So in this way we can say that when two parallel lines cuts by the transversal T, so in that condition there are four pairs of, there are how many pairs are there? There are four pairs of corresponding angles. Okay, and one of the most important result related to corresponding angles is what? Ki corresponding angles are always equal to each other. It means that angle 1 is same as angle 5, angle 2 is same as angle 6, angle 3 is same as angle 7, and angle 4 is same as angle 8. So these are the pairs of corresponding angles. So if two parallel lines cuts by the transversal T, then in that condition the pairs of corresponding angles are equal to each other. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the next angles which is made by the transversal T, which is alternate interior angles. Okay, dear students, suppose that here two parallel lines L and M and cuts by the transversal T, then the pair of alternate interior angles is what? Here the pair of alternate interior angles is 3, 5, angle 3, angle 5, and angle 4, angle 6, and angle 4, angle 6. So in this way we can say that when two parallel lines cuts by the transversal T, in that condition there are two pairs of alternate interior angle are there. This is 3, 5, 4, 6, and one of the most important relationship between that angles is what? Ki when two parallel lines cuts by the transversal T, then in that condition the pair of alternate interior angles are equal to each other. It means that, dear students, angle 3 is equal to angle 5 as well as angle 4 is equal to angle 6. These are the very important relationship between them. Now, we are going to discuss about the consecutive interior angles. So now from that figures we have the consecutive pair of consecutive interior angles, which are what? Let's see. When two parallel lines cuts by the transversal, then pair of angle 4, 5, pairs of angle 4, 5, angle 5 and 3, 6, and angle 3, angle 6. These are the pair of consecutive interior angles. Okay, listen, these are the pairs of consecutive interior angles. So in this way we can say that when two parallel lines cuts by the transversal T, in that condition there are how many pairs are there? There are two pairs of consecutive interior angles are, and one of the most important relationship between them is what? The consecutive interior angles are equal to each other. It means that angle 4 is equal to angle 5, angle 3 is equal to angle 6. So in this way we today's class we clear all the concept related to the chapter line and angles. We discuss all the important things related to that chapter, like we discuss about the lines and rays and angles, we discuss about the adjacent angles, linear pair, vertically opposite angle, and the different types of angles made by the transversal T. Okay, so dear student, first of all you revise all the topics which we discuss in that class. After that you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on that topics. Now dear student, we take one questions based on line and angles. Let's see, dear students. Now we take one question, find the values of, your question is find the values of x and y in the given figure. In the given figure, and your figure is two lines, two parallel lines. Let's see, AB and CD are there. AB and CD are there, and they form, this is PQR, and this is X, this is Y, this is 50, and this is 127. Okay, difference we find. Okay, so this is AB parallel to CD, and we find the values of x and y. Okay, now let's see the solution. Dear friends, first from figure, AB parallel to CD and PQ as a transversal. Suppose that we take PQ as a what? Transversal. As a transversal. That is, if we take AB parallel to CD and PQ as a transversal, then we know that the vertically opposite angles are alternate into this. So the angle APB, that is angle APQ, is same as angle PQR. Angle PQR, because of these are the alternate interior angles. Thus, we get as x is equal to, that is x is equal to r 50 degree. This is the one answer, because of when two lines cut by the transversal T, in that condition the alternate interior angles are equal to each other. So here angle x is equal to 50 degree. Now again from figure, let's see, these are what you mentioned alternate, these are the alternate interior angles. Now again from figure we take, now again from figure, let's see, in triangle PQR, in triangle, let's see, in triangle PQR, in triangle PQR, let's see, the angle PRD is the form of exterior angle, and we know that, dear student, in previous chapter triangle ki the exterior angle is always equal to the sum of its two opposite interior angles. So here exterior angle PRD is same as angle x plus angle y, angle x plus angle y, because of in the respect of this angle here angle y and x are what? Two opposite interior angles. So exterior angle is always equal to the sum of its two opposite interior angle. That is, we get the value of x is, we put the value x plus y is equal to 127. Now we put the value of x, we find the value of x is, which is what? 50 degrees. So from there we get 50 plus y is equal to 127. Thus, the value of y is equal to 127 minus 50, that is y is equal to, this is 7, this is 7 degree. Thus, this is another answer, this is one answer. So, in this way, we solving and we find the value of x is 15 degree and y is 77 degree. Thus, dear student, in this way, in today's class, we discuss all the important concepts related to the chapter lines and angles. So, dear student, first of all, you revise and revise all the question of your all the questions which we discuss in that class. After that you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the topic lines and angles. Now dear student, in next class we take and revise some other important chapter of your NCERT exercise which is very important for your upcoming examination. Now thanks to all.